Hello everyone! How's everybody doing? Welcome to the dev stream. We haven't had a dev stream in a couple weeks. We've been getting ready for GDAX and then we had GDAX, so it's nice to be back doing some streaming, checking out the game, sharing some updates. Hey Thomas, how's it going? So, first things first, we have our playtest coming up. We're looking to have our next open playtest from July 1st through the 5th. So for the July 4th weekend, you can jump on, check out the game. It's an open playtest, so anyone can jump in and play. You don't have to pay for the game or anything, and you'll be able to make some levels. And it's looking like, fingers crossed, the levels from the previous playtest are going to be intact. So if you made a level in the previous playtest, it's looking like you'll be able to still, download, edit it, and it'll be up still for people to play. So that's definitely good news. And we've got a couple updates that we got ready for the GDAX build that we haven't had a chance yet to show off. So I want to go over those. The biggest thing in particular is we got shared inventories. I guess removed from the game. So before, the only option was to have a shared inventory. So that meant if player 1 picked up the sword, then player 2 had the sword. Thomas is a madman, and he actually got into the game the ability to split your inventory. So each player can now have a separate inventory. So if player 1 picks up the sword and player 2 is halfway across the dungeon, they're not going to have a sword, but maybe they find a bow and arrow. And now you can team up and solve puzzles together because you have different inventories. So really big implications for dungeon designing, which is really cool. And kind of gives you the ability to create specialists in your dungeon, right? So you can have someone who's specialized in the sword and someone else who's your ranged person, and really cool stuff. So we're going to play around with that a little bit and just kind of have some fun today and make some dungeons and have a good time, and talk maybe a little bit about the playtest, what we're hoping to get in for it, and yeah, that'll be that. So why don't we go ahead and jump in. And I want to talk about GDAX too, because GDAX was a really good time. Hey Dan, what's going on, man? Love the Charizards. So yeah, GDAX was a good time. I felt like our booth looked really nice. We got some really good feedback on the game, made some good connections, kind of really helped us with where we want to go next, and most importantly, got to play some really cool games. There were a lot of great booths there with a lot of great games. So really good time. It was long. It GDAX goes from technically Wednesday through Sunday because we have to load in on Wednesday. So it's a very long convention. We're on our feet from Thursday through Sunday. So we were all pretty beat after that. Bouncing between 2 streams. GDAX booth looked legit. So proud of you guys. Thank you. Yeah, really happy with how it came together. Yeah, we did sort of a similar format to what we did at OhioCon. So we had, one booth set up where you could play the game. We did up to 4-player co-op on the one TV with a bunch of example dungeons, like the big TV facing out. And then we had another smaller station set up where you could sit down and actually design dungeons. So that was pretty cool. A lot of people really dug the game. A lot of people were really surprised by the quality, which was definitely good to hear. So, yeah, things are looking good. Excited for the future. But yeah, so some things that are kind of new since we haven't streamed in a couple of weeks. The player icons were updated. I don't remember if that was in the game the last time we streamed, but I think it might have been. But yeah, they look nice. And then we kind of, redid this whole menu. Pretty sure we showed that off already with the new starting location icons and everything. But yeah, the coolest part we have this shared inventory checkbox now, which you can turn off. And let's say we've got these two players separated. Can have a closed door. And then, you know, maybe there's a pit here with a switch that I can't reach. Player 2 has the bow. I've got the sword. And, you know, there's another switch here. I'm pretty sure the bow can't shoot over tables, right? So then I'll open the door so that we can switch rooms and take care of those things. Let's make this treasure appear. So doing that's really easy with the linking system. I can put both of these switches in a group, which means they both have to be triggered now for something to happen. And then just click on one and click on the chest. So now that means everything in red has to be taken care of before the thing it's pointing to will trigger. So if we look here, as player 1, when I pick up this sword, there's now 2 inventories. So only player 1 has a sword. Player 2 does not. Player 2 has bow and arrow. So we can't hit these switches because our inventories are separate. So now, gotta open this door. Now player 2 can come down here and take care of this switch. And player 1 can go up in this room and take care of this one. So I gotta go down here. And there we go. So really simple example, but you can make some pretty cool dungeons that way. You know, you can even make a dungeon where it's a 4-player dungeon and all 4 players start at separate corners, and you've got to like work together to, because you can trigger links into different rooms. So maybe, you know, you've got to trigger some things and work together to get all the way through the dungeon, and then you meet up in the center room, and then you fight a big boss together, and each of you has to do certain things to defeat the boss. So some really cool stuff that can come out of this. Push player 2 in the pit, because you gotta do that. And I have to say, the GDAX build was relatively bug-free. We did have one bug, which we recorded. We're gonna work on fixing, but if you take damage when you fall in a pit and you die, you come back with no hearts. So you're kind of like invincible. So I'm sure we'll probably try to get that fixed for the playtest. So, but more importantly, no bugs really other than that. Really cool stuff immediately trolls P2, of course. Of course. I can't wait eventually when we get PvP in the game. It's going to be fun. The chaos will ensue. Spam rolls abound. Yeah. Hey, Soren Syntax, what's going on? Thanks for swinging by. All right, so One thing I should have done, I should have loaded up some levels that people made at GDEX. You know what? I'll do that for next week. I'm gonna, cause it's on my laptop, so I'm gonna load those up and we'll take a look at some of the levels people made. Glad to be here. Awesome. All right. Well, why don't we make a fun dungeon? A fungeon, if you will. Yes. Here, actually, I'm going to delete these because I think I want to use some different colors for the rooms. I'm going to erase the walls here. All right, so this will be our entrance room. Alright, so we'll keep the entrance room kind of simple, but I'm going to decorate as I go. Kind of try to make a nice looking dungeon here. Some breakable pots down here. Actually, I really like this floor tile, so I'm going to use that. Okay, that looks nice. And you know what? Maybe we'll put a little secret here you could come back for. Oh, can you please put carpet under the torches? You can't even tell. Oh, up here you're saying. Gotcha. All right. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm probably going to create a card for this, but we can talk about it. One of the one thing that kept coming up a lot while people were building rooms is they would try to resize a dungeon this way, and their expectation was that it would push the room next to it over so that they could expand the room. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a pretty fair expectation. Oh, it's a card already? Okay, never mind. Cool. Alright, we're going to put a little hidden room here with a cracked wall that we can come back to later. There's a lot I want to do with moving rooms, but I need to do some infrastructure for it. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll just put an open door here. This is just your entry room. It's where you kind of find your bearings and, you know, can walk around. Get used to the controls and come into the dungeon. So first room is where you're going to get your first weapon. I think we'll have it be the sword. Safely break stuff. Famous last words. Can do a simple block puzzle here, I think. I'm here, by the way, lurking because I'm cleaning my basement. Oh, cool. Okay. So I can yell random things and you'll hear it, but you won't be able to respond. Exactly. Okay, great. Alright, so we'll put the sword in there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go like that. And so rooms don't reset, and that's okay. This is early enough that I'm not too worried about it. If the player messes up, they can restart. There's like no time lost. You can just walk in the room. Okay, and then we're also going to make it so that we're going to put all three of these stones in a group. So now that they're in a group, when all of them have been triggered, it'll trigger something. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put 2 slimes down here. And I'm also going to put them in a group. And now when I link red to orange, that means when everything in red is taken care of, everything in orange will appear. So once all 3 of these stones have been moved, these slimes are going to appear and you're going to have to take them out. Luckily, you also will have your sword. We don't need to link that because the puzzle will get you there. And then let's have a blue room over here. Actually, I want the other blue. Let's do this color blue. Yeah, that's too close to purple. I'm gonna I'm gonna change my mind. Go back. Okay. And then we're going to use carpet to indicate the colors here. So this is really more of a teal, I guess. Here, actually. Well. Yeah, never mind. Oh, that's fine. Okay. And then what we'll do is we will have this door be open. So you can just go in there. And then we'll have this green room over here. And for this room, you're going to need a key. But fortunately, One of these slimes is holding a key. So when you put an item on top of an enemy, that means when the enemy dies, it'll drop that item. And we just gave the player the sword. So let's have the player do some sword things. Before I do anything, let's decorate a little bit here. Okay, so the goal in this room is to hit these 3 switches. We've already taught the player how to push blocks out of the way. We'll do 4 switches. Okay, so we'll have some pits here. And we'll put a... Well, actually, no, I don't want the archer because it can actually trigger these orb switches, which we don't want it to do. So we'll put some bats. Bats are nice because they can fly over things, so they can fly over these pits and kind of come at you. Another blob down there. Nah, no warthogs. I think that's good. And then we'll actually have a... That's fine. We're going to have a hidden treasure here that will only appear if you move all of these blocks. So again, to do that, we're going to put all these blocks in one group. And then just link the group to that treasure. So now if all those blocks are triggered, this treasure will appear, which is just going to have some gold in it. It's not something the player needs, but something they can go get. And then if all 3 of these, or all 4 of these switches are hit, you're going to give the player... Be right back, don't find any bugs. Okay. I'll wait till you get back to break the game. We're going to put a treasure chest right here that has the lantern item in it. And then, again, we're going to group these switches together so that they trigger a link together. And now when all of the orange stuff is taken care of, that lantern will appear. Cool. And then we'll use the lantern in this room. So this will actually be a dark room. Actually, you know what? We're going to put a dark room up here. I kind of like the idea of if the player gets the key, they go in here and they can do something in there. So let's do something up here. Do a brown room. And let's change the shape a little bit here. Delete the walls. Something like this. And I like symmetry, so yeah, I like to delete these so that they show up as black when you hit play. And this is going to be the creepy room. We're going to have some unlit torches. Oops. And a couple ghosts. Oh, and I should decorate the floor a little bit too. Put the ghost back. Okay, and then when you light all of these torches... Yeah, glad to see the game's still running. Yeah, so there was a huge bug while you were gone. I think we're going to have to throw out the whole game. Start from scratch, so just letting you know. Oh no. Let's see. And you know what? We're just going to do a closed door here. And then what we'll do is we're going to put these ghosts in a group and then link them to the door. So now when those ghosts are defeated, the door will open. Now, when the player gets the sword, whoops, need a door here too. When the player gets the sword, they could just come in here, start fighting the ghosts in the dark. But if they want a little help, they could come over and get the lantern. The lantern is going to give them light, obviously, so they'll be able to see. But also, the lantern is a good way to defeat ghosts. You can, when the ghost goes into its double form, if you hit it with the lantern, it'll die instantly. So, actually, let's put a third ghost in here just to kind of enforce that. Love the optional content, yeah. All right. So that room's looking cool. I think... add more windows to that room to brighten up. This room? Need to see that there is danger there. We'll do that. That'll look nice. Okay. And then I think in this room, Since this room is optional, what we're going to do is just kind of decorate it a little bit and give the player a heart. So that'll give them an extra heart on their health bar. And we'll give them some gold too, will be nice. And we'll make the floor a little fancier too. Maybe put some torches on the wall that are lit. Oh, you know what? And then we're going to put one unlit one. That makes the gold appear. Okay, cool. Okay, so next room, let's see, what do we want to do in the green room? Green room seems like a good place for some up and down blocks, I think. So right now the player has a sword and presumably a lantern. Let's decorate the floor first before I forget. See how yellow looks. You could be more meticulous when you're kind of designing the floor. Since we're streaming, I'm just trying to throw down one pattern. Yeah, yellow doesn't look too bad with the green. All right, I think what we're gonna do in this room, we're going to have a little fun. I'm going to make this a bigger room. Put these little death markers. And put a warthog here that has a switch. So what that does is when you walk here, the warthog's going to run at you, trigger the switch. And anytime you do that, it's going to make enemies appear. So ideally you want to avoid these little death spots. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna find out how far up you need to go. We'll just do this. We'll make it so far up that we know it's not gonna run. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then what we'll have it do is if you walk there, some archers will appear. So it's not like impossible to beat these guys, but it's a little tough, right? So if that gets triggered, those archers will appear. Yeah, maybe it's just a couple of blob guys up here you gotta take out to kind of make it look like it's a little more dangerous to go this way, but... And you know what, we'll also put some spikes down, some proximity spikes. And another death icon here. And we'll go off screen again. Just quickly erase all that. And a green wall. And another warthog. Something like that, maybe. Now, I don't know if you'll trigger it from here. Let's find out. But first, let's set up the trap. Okay, let's test this room real quick. I want to see if it works how I'm thinking it will. So we're gonna put in the player. We're gonna give the player a sword to start, just so that they have it. But we'll remove that later. And then to test, we're just gonna hit play up here. Okay. So if we step on this, they appear. It's kind of what we expect. They are pretty easy to kill, so not a huge deal. Ah. Okay, so presumably that'll work. I should probably move that back so it's off screen though. Okay, yeah, you can still trigger it, so actually moving it back will be good. That should make this work. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so if I go around here, doesn't trigger. Did I fall in the pit? Still doesn't. Okay, so you can go around. Go up here. Doesn't trigger. Okay. Should trigger if I go here. Yep. And same with here. Maybe we'll spell it out a little more. We'll put an arrow. Although that actually could be taken the wrong way. It could be like death is up that way, you know. So, okay, we'll just leave the skull. That's fine. Okay, and then next room we're gonna have. But that's just what he wants me to think, yeah. Just a battle of reverse psychology. Okay, so when you get to the end here, we're actually going to give the player some bombs. A bombable wall right here. And we're just gonna have some more bombs here. Right here. Actually, not a bomb bag. I'm just going to put like 5 bombs. And then a teleporter here. An inactive teleporter. That will take you here. And we're actually going to have another cracked wall here. Give the player some more bombs here. Maybe make them work for it, like... Well, hang on. Okay. So in here, how do we activate the teleporter? We're going to make it so that all these things have to be destroyed. So the player could do this, or they could just backtrack. They have the option. But if they take the teleporter, they're going to get some goodies in here. Statue holding bomb bag. And we'll teach the player to bomb the statues as an easy way to take them out. Then they'll come over here. We got all that taken care of, right? Yep, okay. So then they'll come over here in this room. And we'll decorate this one too. Just a little bit. There's some statues you gotta take out. Okay, something like that. And we have some skulls in here that give you some bombs in case you run out. And we'll have a red room here. And if you defeat all of the statues, that's just what opens the door here. We'll group them up and link them to the door. And yeah, I'll put some recovery hearts. Okay, and then in here, so I think I want the player to get the bow and arrow in here. Oh, this would be kind of fun. Here, we're gonna put I'm gonna make this long. So you normally can't outspeed the warthogs, I don't think. Yeah, they catch up to you. So what we're gonna do, this will be kind of fun. Gonna make it so that in this room, How do we stop the player from killing the warthog? Maybe this room should have been sooner. Okay, so you have to step here, which is going to make the spikes come down, which makes the warthog come after you. And it also makes these spikes go up, so you can't just go back. Oops. Can you outrun an arrow trap? Ooh. Actually, I think the arrow trap is slower for some reason. That's a good thought. Let's see if that works. You can't. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we'll just make it so that that happens. You have to run. Here, we'll do that. Yeah, like right there. Okay, so right about here you get hit. So about 5 down. So that's where we'll give you the boots. Oh yeah, you can just sidestep. Um... Yeah, I know. I was thinking that, but I was also thinking, yeah. Spawn the warthog, it'll start running immediately. Yeah, the only problem with the warthog is you can just turn around and kill it, since you have the sword. That's the reason I liked your idea. You could set up something crazy where like killing the warthog's bad, but then like the player doesn't know that, so... Convoluted clock. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, really? Huh. Alright, well, it's a cool idea. We're going to do something else. We need a mushroom item that makes traps bigger. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so in this room, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have these archers, and you can't kill them because you can't reach them. But you're gonna use their arrows to hit switches. And then once you hit all the switches, you're going to get the bow, which then allows you to kill them. So then you can kill them, and that's how you get out of the room. Let's decorate the floor a little bit. Oh, you can still get them with bombs. Let's see. Oops. No, it looks good. Let's try again. Trying to get it like right on the frame before I fall. Maybe try it from the bottom. Let's see. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, if you can do that, you've earned it. That's fair. And we won't be so mean. We're going to put items there to protect the player when they walk in. Hearts in them. Any bosses yet? Not yet. We have the artwork done for the first boss. So I think looking at the playtest, and still got to talk to Thomas because he's doing this solo when it comes to the programming, but would be kind of cool if we can have the level upload in. I know you've been starting to look at it. I don't know how far along that is. I don't know how complicated it's going to be. That would be kind of cool for the playtest, but we'll see. See where we can get it. At the very least, we're going to have level upload like we did last playtest, where you just throw your levels in the Discord and then we'll upload them for you. So. Something like that, and then have some switches. There. One up here. So this one needs one there. Okay. And then we need it so the player can't get to those. What am I doing? Need to go like that. Oh yeah, thank you. That's what I was doing. I got confused. Alright, that one triggers that one, that one triggers that one. This one needs one. Go like this. Boop, boop. Oh, wait. Yep. Okay, that one. That one. That one. That one. Okay. So you stand here. Stand here. Oh, that actually hits two of them. Maybe we'll move him up one. That's what I meant to do anyway. And you can still hit two. There's no help in that, really. Could put it down here, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then I'm actually going to move him back down just so you're not getting... Well, actually, no, it's fine. Because you have the protective thing. It's all good. Okay, so then chest right here that has the bow. Oh yeah, thank you. Perfect. You know what? We're actually going to start the player with some arrows. Going to give him like 15 arrows. Okay, so now when all of these switches are hit, the chest will appear. And then when all of the... Oh, where's my active room? There we go. When all of the lizards defeated, the door will open. Yeah, that was weird. Okay. Just for the sake of making it symmetrical, we're going to put one more skull here. Okay, well, it's going on 9:20. I think I'm going to test out what we have so far. Stream dungeon. And then I think we'll call it for the night, and we're going to keep working on this dungeon next stream. I think we're actually just going to make it a gigantic dungeon. Like, just keep going. Just every stream we're going to add to this dungeon. All right. Let's check it out. Yeah, just until it's like 1,000,000 rooms. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of the sword. Gave that to my character just to start with. Alright, so first room, nothing to do here. This room, we've got our block puzzle. You have to go like that. Makes the slime spawn. That's okay, we got a sword. Let's see this room without the lantern. So we go, okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back. Okay, got a key. But I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, the windows don't trade the ghosts. That's okay. I think it looks cool. It's like a cool way to let the player know that there's a hallway there. You know, like it gives away the shape of the room, which is cool. Alright, so this room. Did I really make this room this easy? This room needs some work. And we got our chest, and I think I made it so that if you push all of these, you get something too. Yeah, nice. Okay, we got some gold. And then I think there's a lantern in here. Yep. That's okay. A big part of making dungeons is refining it over time. Yeah, absolutely. And playtesting is important. Okay, so now we're in this room, and we have the lantern. So normally these ghosts, if you hit it, it'll turn, and you have to run. You can't damage it while it's in that form. Oops, I died. Died trying to show stuff off. But if you have the lantern, you can hit it, and then hit it with the lantern, it'll automatically die. Otherwise, it takes 3 hits while it's in angel form. Doors open. Did I make anything happen when you light these? No. Okay, so that's another good reason to test. Should probably make something happen when all those are lit, even if it's something small. Here we get a heart. Go up here and light that, and we get some gold, I think. Yep, cool. Okay, we got this room where we can't stand on the X's. Or not the X's, the skulls. Got our bombs, so we'll use them. Trigger that and run in here. Okay, we're gonna blow all these up. Some bombs. And then blowing all those up activated this. Now we're gonna fight a statue. Teaching us how to use bombs to kill the statues. We get more bombs. Oh, the pot's blocking me. That's funny. We should probably make note of that. I feel like the pot probably shouldn't block the door. We're gonna go back. And now, triggering that trap was actually really bad, because now I gotta get past these guys. So yeah, this pot being right here actually blocked the door. And what's funny is that I created a one-way door, because I can actually go past this and go in the room. But now it should work. Oh yeah, also I want to put stuff in those pots. I gotta do that. Alright, so in here. Do some tricky navigating. I'm gonna grab some more bombs here. Okay. And I think I'm in a safe spot. I'm gonna rearrange my items really quick here. I'm gonna put the bombs here. So I have my sword and my bombs. So the statues have 5 HP. The bombs do 4 points of damage. So if you hit it once with the sword and then use a bomb, you'll take them out. Probably the easiest way to kill a statue. So 1 sword hit, 1 bomb. Some more bombs, cool. This room. Okay, we got that one. That one, got that one. Gonna get one more. Should probably put a few more hazards in here, I think. Or maybe a few more lizards shooting at you. Okay, we got the bow. Now we can take these guys out. Now we'll unlock the door. Should make those repeating orbs so you have to make sure they're all lit at the same time. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. All right. So yeah, I think I saved already. I'm going to save again. We'll call it there. I'm going to add more to this dungeon next stream. We'll just keep adding on, putting new ideas in here, and having some fun. Pretty happy with how this came out. Thanks for hanging out, everyone that was here. Really appreciate it. We had a pretty good, actually pretty good turnout this stream. I saw at one point, I think it said we had 7 people watching, so that's awesome. Trying to grow this stream more and trying to grow the community for the game more, bring more attention to it. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting, Thomas and everyone else. We will see you guys next week. And again, we have our playtest signups are live right now. So if you go on our Steam page, you can sign up for the playtest. The playtest is going to be July 1st through July 5th. So we will give you guys free access to the game. You'll be able to play it, make some dungeons. And if you're not in our Discord yet, there's a link down below. You can jump in our Discord, chat with us, tell us what you think about the game, what are some cool things you think we could add, what could we change. And when we're doing the playtest, we'll be chatting there and sharing levels and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, and again, we stream every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So we will see you next week. If you haven't wishlisted the game, jump on our Steam page, give it a wishlist. Thanks, everyone. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to play us out with the trailer